Alright, so this time we're going to be doing a playthrough as JAGO, and as I mentioned before in these playthrough videos, these are meant to be like a complement to the tutorials I've been making. So I've got a link there at the top right and the description. Yeah, I've been making individual character tutorials where I'm showing all the moves on screen. Got special moves, linkers, supers, enders, ultras, you know, all that stuff. Got the inputs on screen. I talk a bit about certain moves if there's an interesting property that it has. So I'm trying to cover most of it, but yeah, the videos end up being about 20-25 minutes long. So far anyway. I've uploaded 6. I recorded Spinal as the 7th video. That one's actually going to be 40 minutes long, but yeah, that's just how it has to be. So, all right. So, what I just did there was intentional, and it's actually pretty hard to do, but I didn't want to mention it in case I messed it up. But it's a failed ultimate. So it says 0 ultimates right there. So if you do the fire dragon as you're doing, let me reword this. It works the same way as air ultras and air enders if you know how that works. So you're gonna do a combo and do a fierce slide. And if you do a fierce slide during a combo, I'll try to show it, but SABREWULF blocks a lot, especially when I'm playing JAGO. So anyway, a fierce slide is gonna knock the opponent down. Like, well, I was gonna say like that, but of course he's gonna break it. I mean, they're breaking already. Like, I'm on character number 2, so anyway, the idea is you knock them down, but you go ahead and buffer in your ender before it actually hits. And I'll show some of JAGO's air enders, but they don't look really any different. That was one right there. Some of the characters have a really cool effect because the opponent's flying away and then you're doing hits over on this side of the screen and it's still hitting them. But you don't really get that with JAGO. You do with his Ultra. So his Ultra looks cool when you do that. Speaking of Ultra, I'll try to do... Oh, drop that. How did I have 4 bars left? I'm about to watch that again. I had 12 bars. I did 3 super. I did 3 super linkers, right? And then I dropped my 4th one and I had 4 bars. How'd that happen? I'm gonna have to watch that. That seems really bizarre to me. I feel like I should have had 3 bars left. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let me do a couple of. Right, so there's one of his air enders. It doesn't look any different. Like some of the characters, it looks really cool. But anyway, what you do is you knock the you do the slide and then execute the finish move like before the slide even hits. So that dragon one I did is actually really tough because it's rotate the down forward fierce kick, and before that actually executes all the way, you have to do half circle back forward medium punch. And not only do you have to do that quick, there's kind of another layer to it. I'm gonna try to do the other one. The other one's not as hard, but oh well, apparently I can't even do the slide, so whatever. Let me talk about GLACIUS and then we'll get back to it. So alright, so Dragon Punch and your slide. So in ORCHID's video, the playthrough I did, I mentioned that you kind of want to be ready to do your slide because the slide goes under projectiles and it also counters GLACIUS's puddle punch, right? His liquidized uppercut. The other thing you can do though are dragon punches, because dragon punches also beat, like if you're not worried about doing a combo, they also beat his uppercut, and also they go through projectiles as well. So if you do a dragon punch, you evade fireballs. So you can kind of be ready to do either one of those, and you should be good. And that was a failed super. I've been messing those up a lot lately. I'm getting like just a fireball when I really want like a super, but oh. Oh man, that was it. There we go. So that's a rotate to down forward fierce kick, and then instantly do forward half circle forward fierce kick before it actually knocks him down. Because if you knock him down with that slide before you do the ultimate, it won't let you do it. So you have to already be in line. That's basically the way you can think of it. Like if they get knocked down, the store is closed. But if there's already a customer still waiting, then they'll go ahead and, you know, let them check out. That's what that is. So now the other thing, the thing that's interesting though is that will count. I didn't even look at the list, but that counts as an ultimate, right? Even though it didn't hit him. So, like, yeah, I'm talking about dumb stuff. See, this is something I wouldn't want to put in a tutorial because it's like, does this matter? Not really, but you know, if you've gone through that and you're wondering about some other dumb stuff you can do, that's one of them. So, yeah, the sword one counts as an ultimate regardless of whether it actually hits or not. And I think that's because, and I keep saying the word ultimate in regards to both of them, but the ultimate is the one that you have to do in a combo. So since it has to be done in a combo and you did it, well, it knows you performed it, so it counts it. The other one is the no mercy, and that one you can do outside of a combo. So with it not actually hitting, it doesn't register it. I think that's how that works. But yeah, it's dumb, but it's neat. Alright, yeah, we'll just go ahead and just end that. Nothing fancy there. Just get rid of this dude. Alright. TJ, I mentioned this in most of these. If you're a character with projectiles, you throw a projectile at TJ, he wants to roll under it normally. Alright, right on cue. Thank you, TJ, for doing exactly. There you go. Okay, so he'll try to do the roll. So there's a couple things you can do. You can go ahead and you can do your wind kick because the wind kick beats the roll, right? These are the different openers. He's not gonna let me show you, but in theory, yeah, in theory, he'll attempt to roll underneath the fireball. I don't know why he's not doing it now. Like, yeah, it's because I'm talking about it. He's not gonna roll under it. What are we doing? All right, so that's what he normally does. Anyway, in theory, if the game was cooperating with me, he would attempt to roll underneath the fireball, and you can counter it by doing a wind kick and going straight into your combo that way. Or you could bait out the roll and then catch him with the super fireball. But yeah, he is absolutely not complying. This is the first time he's done this. Yeah, there you go. So while he's rolling under, yeah, you can catch him with the, or not catch him, apparently. Man, thanks for your cooperation. We appreciate you being a team player. Thanks. Man. Alright, Kimwoo, I don't really have any... Yeah, and that last one, like, honestly, I was giving you tips on things you can do against TJ combo as JAGO, and none of them panned out. But honestly, yeah, 90% of the time, you throw a fireball, he rolls under it, and so you can wind kick. And if you're playing, like, I think this is just on medium, so it's still like the computer still combo breaks like on the first, second and third characters. They're already combo breaking, but yeah, once you get up a little higher, you can't usually do too much without getting stuff broke. So if you need to, you just do a wind kick and then instantly like go into your like dragon punch or something. About the only strategy that I have for Kimwoo is just to throw super fireballs, and she tries to go through them with the split kick because the split kick's immune to regular fireballs, but she gets hit by the super. And I've kind of gone back and forth with that move because some moves get hit by it and some don't. It seems like dragon punches go through it still, but the slides and things like that don't. Spinal likes to do his slide. When you jump in and do a pressure move, he tends to want to do the slide afterwards. You saw it right there. He broke it, of course, but he normally, most of the time, goes for the slide as opposed to any other opener. And so the slide, the roll, those are moves that are going to lose to the wind kick. So he mixed it up right there. Yeah, it's not 100%, but I'd say the majority of the time, that's what he goes for. So, yeah, and if he starts breaking all the time, you can start just do a wing kick and then dragon punch afterwards. Keep it short. Yeah, see, there he goes again. Loves that slide. Oh, missed. I'm trying to think if there's any other like dumb thing I want to show, like as far as finish moves. So another little detail, dumb detail about those intentionally dropped ultimates. If you do the slide and the slide doesn't kill them, they will actually, like, you'll execute the, like the sword for instance, you'll execute the ultimate, they'll fall down and then stand back up into the sword. But if their health's already depleted, then yeah, they stay on the ground and the sword misses. So, like I say, nothing spectacular. Not like a really cool, like, oh, look at what dumb thing happened. You know, like the opponent goes floating up in the air, just something cool like that. But still, yeah, I hadn't really seen that. I'm sure people have done it before, but I've seen air ultras and stuff in videos, but I don't really see that. And that was something like, I'm sure most people figure this stuff out on their own as well. Like for me, the first time I ever did an air ultra was with GLACIUS, and it was on accident. I accidentally did his crouching fierce punch before an ultra, and that caused the first air ultra I ever saw. Or in KI2, I knew how to do them in KI1, but so that got me testing out other characters. My main character was JAGO and ORCHID. I'd take JAGO and ORCHID second. So that's where I figured out you could do the little slide. I need to focus, dude. I'm gonna get. I might have to continue here. Whatever. I don't care. I'd rather not, but you know, maybe I should just shut up for like 2 seconds and try to finish this. All right, there we go. Anyway. So since I knew you could do air ultras and air enders, I thought, hey, why can't you do air ultimates? Or, you know, they're not really air, but still, execute an ultimate after the slide. That was the idea, so it worked. This playthrough is almost complete. I need to lose to FULGORE since I've been talking trash about him. I don't normally lose to him. This'll be where I lose to him. Whatever. I've had some good luck on the other playthroughs. I think FULGORE I continued once. TJ and ORCHID was a straight playthrough. Yeah, this might be it. This might be the fight I was talking about. Oh, I lose to FULGORE 1 in 10 times or 1 in 100 times. This is it. But I don't give up in KI, so I'm not calling it. I'm not calling it over, but it's not looking great. But I've won dumber situations. It would help if I didn't get all my combos broken every time, like instantly. Thanks. I can't even go in the super. I'm trying to pressure move in the super. He won't let me do it. Oh, that was a failed. So I'm talking about intentionally dropped ultimates. That was a failed fire dragon finisher right there. And I got the medium fireball. I did it like just a hair too late. I was like slightly hesitating because I didn't know if I'd taken his health down far enough to pull it off. Well, there it is. Good. That would have been it right there. Just had to do the execution properly. We could have clutched that, but no. Oh well. Just don't let it happen again. Wow, nice block, dude. That was like recovery frame number 1. That, man, nice. All right. We definitely want to kill him, though, for the good ending. I dropped it. I was trying to do the fire dragon again. Well, there you go. So, yeah, JAGO's ending's based on ORCHID and FULGORE. So whether you do finish moves on them or not. So we'll see how that pans out. So FULGORE will still be alive, but ORCHID will be alive. So it's half good, half bad. You can do the same strategy with JAGO that I was showing with ORCHID, where you throw a projectile. GARGOS tends to want to do his pounce because the pounce goes through projectiles. Then you do your wind kick or your cartwheel or whatever you got as a counter to that opener. So you bait that out. Yeah, throw the fireball. He has an answer for it, and then you have an answer for that answer. So that's a thing you can do if you want. Oh, failed super again. Man. Well, another failed super, but at least it counted. Oh man. Well, that wasn't perfect, but it'll do. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the ending where FULGORE's not dead. I don't even remember. Yeah, I said that was such a cool thing with the endings. That way, yeah, each time you play it, you can get different endings, especially if you didn't know what the conditions were. So, yeah, normally this, like for me, this would be a screen of JAGO shooting out like a fire beam at. Yeah, there's so note ORCHID's face right there. That right there, as you can tell, right, is a different face than what you're used to seeing in the character select screen, the awesome victory, the side art on the cabinet, right? Well, that face you just saw is an old face for ORCHID, and that particular image has like really bad lighting, but I can show you. Like on JAGO's other ending, the one I was talking about, like his good ending where you kill FULGORE but ORCHID's still alive, I can show that on the screen, but that is basically the original ORCHID face for KI2, which is way closer to the Killer Instinct 1 face. There's actually a like beta character select animation for her with her original face, the one you just saw there. And interesting little detail, and I can't prove it 100%, but I'm 99% sure that the actual in-game model that you play, that's actually using the old face. And I know it's really low res and it's hard to see, but I've got some screen comparisons I can show you and maybe convince you, but maybe I'll save that for another time. Anyway, Spinal tutorial coming up in a couple days. See you then. Thanks for watching.